Ready and set to go with the tip-off in the center circle will be Jared Johnson and Bud Valerius. Tip-off taken by Oakley early on. Bringing the ball up before the Plainsman will be Russ Moore. Corey Woofter coming out, putting a lot of pressure on Moore. Pass over the top to Michael Schmidt now. Schmidt's down in the right corner, and Michael Sadler all over him. Colby early on playing that smothering man-to-man style defense. Bud Valerius with the pull-up jumper from about 6 feet puts Oakley on the board first. 2-0 your score. 7.5 to go here in the first quarter. Here's Parker McKee now. Round the horn to Dustin Piper. Piper on the left wing. Back to Michael Sadler. Sadler with the three-pointer. Up off the front of the rim. No good. Oakley rebound. The rebound hauled in there by Charlie Robin.
No doubt.
To Bud Valerius. Valerius across the midcourt line, and now to Russ Moore. Moore kicking it inside and looking for Charlie Robin, but can't quite. Robin can't quite hold the pass in, but it goes off a Colby player to be Oakley basketball from the out of bounds. Charlie Robin to key the ball inbounds. Pass over the top to Justin Howard, and Howard behind the back dribble, being guarded by Parker McKee to Charlie Robin. Robin with the turnaround, throws up a prayer, no good. Michael Sadler rebound. Here come the Eagles. Eagles going from left to right on your radio dial. Here's Parker McKee. Back to Michael Sadler to Corey Woofter. On the right wing now to Dustin Piper. Piper thought about the shot, kicks it back out to Parker. Parker tries to feed Jared inside, but has the ball stripped away and taken by Michael Schmidt. Schmidt traveled. It'll be Colby basketball. 2-0 your score. Oakley on top. 6:43 to go. From the corner, Michael Sadler. Short. The three-point attempt is no good. Oakley basketball, and here come the Plainsmen. Bud Valerius calling out plays to his troops. Crossing center court now. Kicks it to Michael Schmidt. Schmidt, skip pass to Charlie Robin. Robin looking for somebody. Tries to dish it off to Valerius, but Dustin Piper right there to strip it away. Piper back now to Parker McKee. McKee between the legs dribble. Kicks it out to Dustin Piper on the left wing. Now inside and on the baseline to Jared Johnson, and Colby's on the board. Jared streaking down the baseline, and the left-handed shot goes in. 2-2, 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Here's Justin Howard now, crossing midcourt line. To Bud Valerius. Valerius. And Dustin Piper trying to get the charge there, but won't get it. Valerius' shot is up and no good. Jared Johnson rebound. Kicks to McKee. Down low to Corey Woofter. Woofter puts the shot up. Oakley rebound. Here comes Bud Valerius. Valerius looking for number 34, and that, of course, Michael Schmidt. Back out to Charlie Robin at the top of the key. To Russ Moore, and Moore, as he breaks for the basket, will travel. Turns it over, and checking in for Oakley, for Colby will be number 20, Brian Williams. Corey Woofter takes a seat. Also in the lineup for Oakley. No, Woofter's going to stay in. He just come over to get some instructions from Coach Perriott. 5:20 to go. We're tied at 2. Here's Parker McKee. Down to Dustin Piper. Now on the baseline to Jared Johnson. Jared, turnaround jumper from 5 feet. No good. Charlie Robin rebound. Here come the Plainsmen. Justin Howard now, crossing midcourt line. Parker comes out to meet him. Howard breaking towards the basket. Hand off to Russ Moore. Moore, wide open. Shot from 7 feet. It's up and in, and good. Russ Moore's got 2. Oakley's got 4. 4-2 now. Oakley on top of Colby. Just under 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Corey Woofter, pass broken up by Charlie Robin. Woofter chases it down to Parker McKee. Parker calling the plays from the left wing. Backs into Justin Howard, and I believe Howard will be called with the block, and he will. Justin Howard picks up his first team foul for Oakley. First foul of the ball game, actually. And Williams takes the seat. Michael Sadler back in the ball game. 4:38 to go. Oakley on top. 2-4 your score. Parker McKee keys the ball inbounds. Down the corner to Piper. Piper inside to Jared Johnson. Kicks it back out to Dustin. Dustin with the three-point attempt. In and out, no good. Corey Woofter with the stick back, and Colby's tied it up. All tied at 4 with 4:23 to go in the first quarter. Here's Bud Valerius on the near sideline. Crosses midcourt. Now at the free throw line. Guarded by Dustin Piper. Corey Woofter breaks up the pass to Russ Moore. Ball ball's out of bounds. And it looks like it will be Oakley basketball. Charlie Robin to key it in. Robin looking for and finding Justin Howard at midcourt. Howard now, as Parker McKee comes out to meet him. Howard over the top pass to number 34. He drives the baseline, shots up and no good. Nice rebound and try for the putback by Charlie Robin, but it's no good. Parker McKee comes up with it, turns it over. Bud Valerius to Justin Howard. Howard drives it lane, coast to coast. In the lane, puts it up at 2. Oakley's on top, 6-4. Shot underneath from Parker McKee, no good. And Justin Howard over the back with the big-time rejection. Ball out of bounds. It'll be Colby basketball. Dustin Piper keys it inbounds to Corey Woofter, to Michael Sadler. Now Piper from the corner, and Dustin Piper with a three-pointer. Colby takes the first lead of the ball game. Piper's got his first basket of the game. 7-6 your score. 3:27 to go, first quarter, and here's Justin Howard. Now, down to Bud Valerius. Valerius working around the perimeter. Back to Russ Moore. Moore, skip pass, Charlie Robin. Robin drives the lane, puts his shoulder down, and no foul, but he'll travel. As he kind of plowed into Jared Johnson there. Checking into the lineup for Oakley will be Jeff Kuhlman. Corey Woofter will key it in to Parker McKee. Oakley trailing by 1 now. 7-6 your score. Just over 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. Here's Parker McKee. McKee down to Dustin Piper in the corner. Piper tried to feed Jared Johnson low. Pass was just a little bit off the mark. Out of bounds. It'll be Oakley basketball. Charlie Moore keying it in. Here's Justin Howard. Howard crossing the midcourt. Down to Russ Moore. Moore looking for... Can't find anybody. Corey Woofter all over him. As Valerius breaks for the basket, Parker McKee steps in for the steal. McKee down on the right wing. Kicks it to Jared Johnson at the free throw line. Jared to Dustin Piper. Piper steps inside at 3 points, but he puts up the shot and nails the basket. Dustin Piper with 5 first-half points and 20-second timeout on the floor. We'll be back in half a minute right here.
4-3-2. Farmers and Merchants Bank working hand in hand with farmers and merchants in the Colby area. For all your banking needs, see one of the friendly staff at Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC. Northwest Kansas PCA, serving the farmers and ranchers of Northwest Kansas. See them for farm and livestock loans. That's production credit in Colby. T.O. Haas Tire at 910 South Range. They're open Monday through Saturday. They feature factory direct pricing.
Michael Sadler with the put-up from about 5 feet puts it in. Colby's up 11-6, 2:09 to go. And here's Bud Valerius now for the Plainsman. He brings it down. Justin Schwanke, preparing to check in for Colby. And Dustin Piper, I think, is going to be called for a block here. Piper picks up his first personal. It'll be first team foul for Charlie Robin now to check it in for Oakley, into Bud Valerius. Valerius looking for somebody, can't find anybody. He'll take it around the horn. Dishes to Russ Moore. Moore with the three-point attempt, no good. Dustin Piper jumps out of the gym for the rebound. Dishes off to Parker McKee. McKee down in the corner to Michael Sadler. Sadler thought about the shot. He'll work it around the horn now. Dustin Piper inside to Schwanke on the baseline, and Justin Schwanke's got 2. Justin Schwanke, not a blinding amount of speed, but when he moves to the basket, he goes up top. Here's Justin Howard now. And whistle on the play. Don Dawes comes over. We'll get the official ruling. And it will go against Parker McKee. McKee's first personal, 2 team fouls for Colby. And into the lineup for Oakley, Michael Schmidt. 13-6, Colby on top by 7 now with 1:27 to go in the first quarter. Here's Bud Valerius. Dustin Piper comes out to meet him. Dishes off to Jeff Kuhlman. Kuhlman skip pass. Michael Schmidt. Schmidt over the top. Justin Howard. Howard had to go way up for that one. On the baseline, tries to feed it back to Kuhlman. Kuhlman not ready for the pass. Out of bounds. It'll be Colby basketball. 1:12 to go. Jeff Perriott up off his feet. Shouting instructions to the Colby Eagles. Here's Parker McKee crossing midcourt down the left sideline. Dishes to Piper on the left wing. Inside to Rondeau, also checked in. Aaron Rondeau. Ball loose on the floor. Jared Johnson scoops it up. Parker McKee's got it now on the right wing. Round the horn to Dustin Piper, the top of the key. Piper looking for somebody to post up underneath. Whistle on the play. What the ruling is. 49 seconds to go. And Justin Schwanke picks up his first personal foul. 3 team fouls now for Colby. Clock ticking with 47 seconds to go. Here's Justin Howard bringing it up for the Plains, crossing midcourt now. And over the top to Michael Schmidt. Schmidt can't get a handle on it. Pass was a little bit high, and it's out of bounds. It'll be Colby basketball. Justin Schwanke keys it in to Parker McKee. 35 seconds to go in the quarter. Here's Parker McKee. Justin Howard comes out to meet him. Puts the press on. McKee crossing midcourt to Dustin Piper. Now down on the corner, right corner to Justin Schwanke. Around the horn, Dustin Piper on the left wing now. Top of the key to Schwanke. Parker McKee's got his shot, got a look at the basket, doesn't take it. Aaron Rondeau at the free throw line. They'll kick around. Colby playing very patient, waiting for a good shot. 9 seconds now. Jeff Marriott scouting instructions, telling them to go. Move to the basket. Here's Parker McKee. Oh, shoots over Justin Howard. Ball in and out, no good. Tipped around. Bud Valerius with the rebound and the shot at the buzzer. No good. Your score, not your final, your score after one period, 13-7. Colby on top of Oakley. We'll be back in 1 minute.
For AC Delco products for your car, truck, or farm equipment. AC Delco filters, starters, alternators, and batteries. They'll ensure you receive the top performance your equipment demands. Call them at 462-8211.
Welcome back to Colby High School, ladies and gentlemen. Second quarter action. Colby on top of Oakley, 13-6 now. Led in the first quarter by Dustin Piper with 5. And Parker McKee puts the shot up from three-point land. No good. Bounces in and out. Oakley basketball. Justin Howard comes down with it eventually. Howard now crossing the midcourt line. Jeff Perriott still shouting instructions to his team as they're in front of the bench. Justin Howard drives the lane. Will draw the foul and the basket, and Howard slashing speed toward the basket. Corey Woofter picks up his first personal foul for Colby. Justin Howard with 2. And at the free throw line, Jared Johnson prepared to check back in for Colby. First shot from the charity stripe, up and away. Count it. That makes it 13-9. Colby still on top. Jared Johnson replaces Justin Schwanke, Dustin Piper, Michael Sadler, Corey Woofter, and Parker McKee on the floor now for Colby. Here's Parker McKee to Dustin Piper. Piper between the legs dribble. Will get the block. Referee indicated 42, but it's actually 44. Bud Valerius with his first personal foul. And second team foul for Oakley. Shot on the baseline from Jared Johnson is up and good, and he drew the foul. So 15-9 your score, and Jared Johnson at the line. Michael Schmidt picks up his first personal for Oakley. 13 foul for the Plainsmen. And Charlie Robin checks back into the lineup for Michael Schmidt. The Plainsmen trail by 6. 7:15 to go in the half. Here's Jared. First shot from the line. Up and away. And count it. That makes it 16-9. Colby 1 for 1 from the free throw line tonight. Oakley 1 for 1 from the free throw line tonight. Both teams playing pretty mistake-free basketball. There's Russ Moore in a little trouble. Gets the 2-on-1 trap. Dumps it off to Justin Howard. Back to Russ Moore. Jared Johnson coming out playing the pressure defense on Moore. Colby's still in that smothering man-to-man defense. Here's Bud Valerius. He drives the lane, throws up a prayer, and his prayer is answered. Falls for 2. Bud Valerius with 4 leads the Plainsmen on scoring right now. 16-11, 6.5 minutes to go in the half. Here's Parker McKee. He drives the baseline, kicks it back out to Dustin Piper. Justin Howard in there with the strip and the steal, drives coast to coast. Easy, uncontested layup, and he misses it. Parker McKee coming down the near sideline. Going left to right on your radio dial. feeds it underneath to Corey. Whoopter puts it up. Shot blocked by Bud Valerius. Valerius coming down with it. Almost loses it out of bounds to Russ Moore. Moore back to Bud Valerius. Valerius looking for something inside. But Justin Piper knocks it away, but Valerius able to chase it down. And I think Justin Piper picked up a foul. And Dustin Piper, with his second personal, starting to get a little bit physical in there. Actually out there, that was on the perimeter, but scores 16-11, and Bud Valerius at the line for Oakley. Shot is in the air and good. And Valerius has got 5. Second shot. Up and away. Count it. And 3-point attempt, so Valerius will get 3 free throws here. Got a chance to pull Oakley within 2, and does. 3 in a row for Bud Valerius from the free throw line. 6:03, and Colby all of a sudden leads by 2. 16-14 your score. Here's Parker McKee. Down in the corner to Dustin Piper. Dustin thought about the shot. Doesn't take it. Tries the baseline. Slicing into the basket and lays it in on the finger roll. Dustin Piper with 7 first half points. 18-14 now. 5:44 to go. Here's Justin Howard. Justin Howard to Russ Moore. Moore crossing. Crossover dribble. Underneath. Loses control. Regains it. Jared Johnson is all over it. Here's Justin Howard now. Howard loses the ball out of bounds. Never really had control. It was kind of a kind of an above the head dribble, but anyway, out of the bounds. And it'll be Colby basketball. Here's Parker McKee. McKee crossing that timeline now to Dustin Piper. Piper to Michael Sadler at the top of the key. Down in the right corner, Parker McKee to Michael Sadler on the left wing. Oakley playing in a zone now. And timeout Colby. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Savings accounts, CDs, and a host of other financial products. Sunflower Bank, member FDIC. Thomas County Farm Bureau Insurance. Your agent is Greg Schaefer. See the staff for all your insurance needs, like life, health, homeowners, crop, hail, and auto insurance. Next time, see Thomas County Farm Bureau. Colby Automotive, now a CarQuest automotive parts store. Whatever your parts needs are, see Colby Automotive, formerly the Big A Auto Parts Store in downtown Colby. They still feature a great selection of NASCAR model cars at
Oakley High School, ladies and gentlemen. It's Oakley basketball, and Russ Moore with the shot puts it up. No good. Jared Johnson rebound, kicks to Parker McKee. Parker crossing the timeline now, slows it up, holds up on the dribble. The Dustin Piper on the right wing. Top the key to Michael Sadler. Underneath him, Jared Johnson. Jared Johnson all alone under the basket. Jared's got 7 first half points. 4:11 to go. Colby up by 6. 20-14 your score now. Here's Justin Howard to Charlie Robbins. Charlie Robbins, the 2-on-1, dishes to Russ Moore. Moore working on the left wing. Back to Justin Howard. Howard drives in, then pulls it back out. Throws to nobody. Russ Moore able to chase it down. Here's Russ Moore now, heading for the baseline, but he'll double dribble on the way there. And it'll be Colby basketball. And Moore trying to practice his globetrotter tactics a little bit there as they head over towards the bench. And Oakley calls timeout.
ability. That's Johnson Transport, supporting Colby sports all the way.
After the timeout, ladies and gentlemen, your score is still 20-14. Of course, there are no scores during a timeout, so that's kind of an academic point there, isn't it? Dustin Piper bringing the ball up before Colby. Kicks it to Parker McKee on the left wing. Parker looking for somebody to post up underneath. Ball stripped away by Bud Valerius. Valerius and Dustin Piper going all the way coast to coast. Bud Valerius laying it up off the glass and leading Oakley now with 9 points for Bud Valerius. 9 first half points. 20-16 your score. And Oakley will throw it away out of bounds, or rather Colby will throw it away out of bounds. It'll be Oakley basketball. 3:15 to go in the half. And here comes Justin Howard. And Howard hands off to Valerius. Under the basket, Valerius, turnaround jumper, no good. Ball out of bounds. Colby basketball. Oakley fans disagree with the call. I think Coach Perriott a little bit, I don't want to say disappointed, but feels like Colby could be playing better at this point. And Oakley's new man that checked in would be Brandon Booker. Committed his first personal foul. Oakley's fourth. Non-shooting foul to be Jared Johnson to key the ball in for the Colby Eagles. And here's Parker McKee. McKee, skip pass over in the right corner to Dustin Piper. Piper tries to put up the three-point attempt, but airballs it. And Corey Woofter, fortunately right there, lays it up and in for two. Colby's up 22-16, 2:35 to go. Here's Bud Valerius. And Valerius with the three-pointer. No good. On the rebound, Justin Howard. Howard gets the offensive stick back, and he's got 7 first-half points. Justin Howard with the basket there, 22-18, 2:16 to go in the first half. Here's Michael Sadler in the corner. Back to Parker McKee. Round the horn now to Dustin Piper. Piper thought about the shot. He'll kick it off to Parker McKee. Parker driving inside. Dustin's open, but didn't take the shot again. I don't know if they're trying to work for an opening underneath, but there's Jared Johnson. The shot from 13 feet, and the turnaround jumper is good. Jared Johnson leading the Eagles now with 9. 1:46 to go, 24-18. Colby on top of Oakley by 6. Here's Charlie Robin. Robin pulls up and shoots from 7 and misses. Russ Moore checks in for the Oakley Plainsmen. As the ball headed out of bounds, and Corey Woofter will key it in to Parker McKee. And here's Parker. Oakley in the zone. Michael Sadler in the right corner didn't take the shot. Kicks it back to McKee. Dustin Piper. Now at the top of the key. Back to McKee from the free throw line. And Parker's got his first basket of the ball game. Colby's up 26-18. 1:15 and the clock ticking. 1:15 to go in the half, that is. Here's Justin Howard. He kicks it to Russ Moore. Down in the left corner. On the baseline, Justin Howard in a battle with Jared Johnson. And Jared with a nice save there on the out of bounds as he kicks it back in. And ball out of bounds off Justin Howard's knee. It'll be Colby basketball and Corey Woofter to key it in. Here's Woofter into Parker McKee. Oakley still in the zone. Actually, Oakley in the man-on-man now. They've switched defenses. Here's Parker McKee. Dustin Piper tries to feed Corey Woofter underneath the basket, but Woofter, it appears, stepped out of bounds as he went down the baseline. No, there's a foul, and it'll go against Corey Woofter. So Woofter fouled on his way to the basket. Picks up his second personal. 16 fouls for Colby. Justin Schwanke and Aaron Rondeau will check in for the Eagles. Charlie Robin to key the ball inbounds for Oakley. Colby holding on to an 8-point lead now with 40 seconds to go. And here's Justin Howard to Russ Moore, and Moore will travel as he heads in for the basket. He doesn't believe it. More substitutions as Dustin Piper checks back into the lineup for Colby. Justin Schwanke will key it in for the Colby Eagles. To Parker McKee. McKee to Dustin Piper. Piper now looking for somebody and goes around Bud Valerius. To Jared Johnson on the left wing. Colby working around the horn now, and Oakley back in the zone. And here's Parker McKee. McKee to Dustin Piper. Colby's patiently waiting for a shot with 5 seconds on the clock. Parker McKee drives the lane and no good. Shot at the buzzer for Oakley, actually with 1/2 of a second left to go in the half. Goes out of bounds. So Colby, with, as I said, a half a second on the clock, they'll key it in. Baseball pass from Jared down the middle. And Michael Sadler almost hit it at the buzzer. So after your first half, Havana lit it up late in the first half there and ended up with seven second quarter points. Colby 1 for 1 from the line tonight. And Jared Johnson shooting that free throw 1 for 1. Oakley also 100% from the free throw line, but they're 4 for 4. So a little tail of the tape there for you. Here's Charlie Robin to check the ball inbounds for the Oakley Plainsmen underneath to Bud Valerius. And as his shot blocked, I believe that was Corey Woofter on the block there. It'll be Colby basketball. Here's Jared Johnson from the free throw line. Puts it up, no good. Corey Woofter with the rebound and gets the stick back for 2. Colby up 28-18 and a 10-point lead now. 7:37 to go. Here's Justin Howard. The Plainsman moving from left to right now on your radio dial. Here's Justin Howard to Russ Moore. And Moore to Bud Valerius. Valerius looking for somebody posting up inside but can't find anybody. Drives the baseline, puts the shot up, but a whistle before he can, and foul on the play will go against number 12, Dustin Pfeiffer. Third personal for Dustin Pfeiffer, and first team foul of the second half for Colby. See the ball inbounds for Oakley. Russ Moore into Valerius. Now to Justin Howard, and Howard pass a little bit too hot for Charlie Robin. Loses the ball out of bounds. And now it's Colby basketball. Here's Corey Woofter as he keys it in to Parker McKee. And McKee crossing the timeline. Drives the lane down the left side. Tries to feed it underneath to Corey Woofter. Russ Moore stripping the pass away, and here's Bud Valerius now. Valerius, turnaround dribble. Dishes off to Charlie Robin. Robin backs out a little bit. Justin Howard backing out even more. Howard now driving the lane, kicks it out to Charlie Robin. Robin thought about the shot. Didn't take it. Foul on the play, and Jared Johnson will pick up his first personal foul. Colby fans didn't agree with the call. 28-18 your score. Oakley basketball from out of bounds. And Charlie Robin keys it in. Over the top pass, way over the top. And that looked like a Hail Mary attempt for the end zone there. And Parker McKee was the quarterback, but would have been nice pass coverage. But Oakley comes up with it anyway, and on an incomplete pass. Trying to mix my metaphors here, but now it's Colby basketball. Over the top pass to Michael Sadler in the corner. Sadler's three-point attempt, no good. Bud Valerius with the rebound, and it's Oakley basketball. Valerius will take it all the way himself. Up and off the glass and in. And Bud Valerius got Oakley's first points in the second half. 28-20 your score now with 6:06 to go. Colby working around the horn now. And foul called on Michael Schmidt. Second personal for Schmidt. First team foul for the Plainsmen. Colby will have it out of bounds. Parker McKee keys it in to Dustin Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer thought about taking a shot, kicks it back out to Parker, and Parker nails the three from the corner. Colby's got 31. Parker McKee standing all alone down there in the corner, puts it up and off the rim and in. 31-20, Colby up by 11. 5:42 to go. Here's Bud Valerius. Valerius driving the lane. Michael Sadler with the block shot, but I believe he might have fouled him. And he did. Bud Valerius will go to the line, and Michael Sadler picks up his first personal. Nobody really in too much foul difficulty for Colby except Dustin Pfeiffer, who's got 3. Bud Valerius, who I believe is perfect from the line tonight. First shot's up and away, and good. He's 4 for 4. Number 41, Jeff Kuhlman, checks in for the Plainsmen. 31-21 your score now. Valerius has got another shot. Shot's away. Now it's away, and it's in the air and good. Bud Valerius, 5 for 5 from the free throw line. 12 points so far in the ball game. 31-22, narrows the gap to 9. Here's Corey Wipter, turnaround jumper. And a baby hook, actually, and it's in for 2. Nice drop step move to the basket there by Wipter. 5:20 to go, 33-22. And Parker McKee picks up his second personal foul on a hold. 4 team fouls for Colby. Bud Valerius check it in for Oakley. Keys it in to Justin Howard. Howard traveled with it. Oh, he drug the foot. And he knew he did it as soon as he did it. 5:15 to go, and it's Colby basketball. Corey Wipter keys it in to Parker McKee. McKee, center court now, crosses the timeline. Parker, he's looking for and finds Dustin Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer, between the legs dribble, breaks for the basket. Pass down on the baseline to Jared Johnson. Johnson to Parker McKee, and inside to Corey Wipter. Back out to Parker McKee. Puts it in for 2. 35-22 now your score. 4:50 remaining. Timeout on the floor. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Service on crop, life, fire, auto, and casualty insurance. Western Kansas Farm Credit, formerly the Federal Land Bank. See them for financing for farm or ranch facilities, home and real estate loans, crop insurance and leasing. Frontier Autoplex, your GM and Chrysler dealer in Colby. It's now under new ownership and management. Whether it's a new car or pickup or a used car or pickup, Frontier wants to be your car dealership. Also, try the new and improved service department.
On the break, Kuhlman picks up his first second team foul for Oakley, and Jared Johnson just laid it up off the glass and in. Jared, with his first points in the second half, puts Colby up 37-22 and a 15-point lead for the Eagles. 4.5 to go now in the third quarter. And on a break for the basket, Russ Moore will travel. Turn it back over. Corey Wipter checks it in for Colby. Here's Parker McKee. Down on the baseline in the corner to Dustin Pfeiffer. Almost has it knocked away, but Justin Howard's going to be called for on the arm. Howard's second personal, third team foul for the Plainsmen. And with 4:13 to go, and it's Colby basketball out of bounds. Jared Johnson keys it in to Parker McKee. Parker to Dustin Pfeiffer to Michael Sadler. And Michael will travel with the basketball. Turning it back over. 4:08 to go. Justin Howard checks it in. Keying it into Bud Valerius. Back to Justin Howard. Justin Howard drives down the lane, dishes to Russ Moore. Russ Moore back to Bud Valerius. Valerius working around the horn, turnaround, dribble from 7 feet off the glass and in. Bud Valerius, he has a decent look at the basket, doesn't miss very often. Another whistle on the floor. Fouls charged to Jeff Kuhlman, his second personal, fourth team foul. And Brandon Booker will check in for Oakley. Replaces Jeff Kuhlman. Oakley with the new uniforms, got the kind of Indiana Pacer style P on their shorts, which of course stands for the Plainsmen. 37-24, 3.5 to go in the third quarter. Here's Justin Howard, over the top pass to Bud Valerius. Valerius trying to work inside, puts it up, and that time no good. Corey Wipter with a big defensive board. Dustin Pfeiffer down the near sideline to Corey Wipter. Wipter with the dish to Parker McKee, and another traveling call. Some of the Oakley fans calling for the travel, and they got it. 37-24. The score. 3:04 to go in the third quarter. And here's Bud Valerius over the top to Charlie Robin. Robin on a miscue to Justin Howard. The ball out of bounds. It'll be Colby basketball. Justin Schwanke checks in for Colby. He'll replace Corey Woofter. Aaron Rondeau checking into the lineup for Michael Sadler. Justin Schwanke in front of the scorer's table will key it in to Parker McKee. McKee and Justin Howard comes out to meet him. Dishes it off to, on the right wing, Dustin Pfeiffer. Back at the free throw line to Jared Johnson. Jared puts the shot up, no good. Michael Schwanke with the rebound, but whistled before he could get the putback. Charlie Robin picks up his first personal foul. 5 team fouls for Oakley. It'll be Colby basketball out of bounds. Parker McKee with the rifle pass to Dustin Pfeiffer. Skip pass, cross court, back to Parker McKee. Now to Dustin Pfeiffer at the top of the key. Dustin driving the lane, up off the glass, rattles around, and it's in. Dustin Pfeiffer with his first points of the second half. 2:25 to go in the third, 39-24 your score. Here's Bud Valerius. Valerius down on the baseline, takes it all the way in and then kicks it back out to Charlie Robin. Back to Bud Valerius. And Valerius driving for the basket once again will be fouled. Fouls on Aaron Rondeau. First personal. 5 team fouls for Colby. Charlie Robin keying the ball in for the Plainsmen. Over the top to Russ Moore. Cross-court pass to Bud Valerius. Valerius trying to slash his way into the basket. And Aaron Rondeau quickly called for his second personal foul on the block. 2:06 to go in the third. 16 fouls in the second half for Colby. Puts Oakley in the bonus. Clock ticking with 2 minutes. Here's Bud Valerius. Valerius at the top of the key. Feeds Justin Howard. A nice pass from Bud Valerius. And Justin Howard's got his first second half point. 39-26 your score. And here's Dustin Pfeiffer on the left wing. Pfeiffer kicks it to Schwanke at the top of the key to Parker McKee, and McKee nails one from just inside the three-point line. 5 second half points for Parker. 41-26 and a minute and a half to go. Here's Justin Howard crossing the midcourt. Down to Brandon Booker. Booker to Russ Moore. Moore breaks for the basket on the baseline, and Aaron Rondeau with a big rejection there. I was kind of surprised to see Rondeau get that high up in the air. I didn't know he could jump like that. Here's Charlie Robin. Keys it inbounds for Oakley, and checking in for the Colby Eagles, number 20, Brian Williams, and Dustin Pfeiffer will take a rest. 41-26 your score, 1:18 showing on the clock. And here's Charlie Robin. Pass over the top to Bud Valerius. Valerius with the three-pointer. In and out, no good. Tipped around. Rondeau comes up with it. Handoff to Parker McKee. McKee streaking down the near sideline. Has it knocked away, but recovers. Underneath feed to Justin Schwanke. And a beautifully set up play there. Schwanke with another basket. His first in the second half. Under a minute to go. 43-26 your score. Here's Justin Howard. Underneath to Bud Valerius, and Valerius answers right back with his own lay off the glass. Bud Valerius, 8 second half points. Parker McKee has the ball stripped away and stolen by Justin Howard, but Howard can't get his feet, and it'll run out of bounds. It'll be Colby basketball. 43-28 your score. Jared Johnson will key the ball in bounds for Colby. To Parker McKee. Oakley in the full court press now. Jared sets a screen for Parker, and Parker underneath to Justin Schwanke, and Schwanke up and off the glass and in. Parker McKee with a couple of really nice assists here late in the third quarter. 45-28, 20 seconds to go in the third. Colby on top. Oakley trying to work some magic here late with about 8 seconds to go Bud Valerius drives the lane, pass on the baseline. It's up and tipped around. Parker McKee with the shot at the buzzer is no good. And after 3 periods of play, your score of 45-28, Colby on top. We'll be back in 60 seconds with the
Free at the Comfort Inn Motel. Bank West, located at 295 North Franklin in Colby, is proud to be a locally owned full-service bank with a friendly professional staff. Stop by and visit with Joe, Mark, or Deb for all your lending needs. Good luck to all the Colby athletes from Bank West. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Colby basketball now, and the Eagles trying to work around, and Dustin Piper had it knocked away, but able to scoop it up, lay it in for 2. Makes the lead 19, 47-28, 7.5 to go in the ball game. In the lineup for Oakley now, Kyle Bloom. And here's Bud Valerius. He moves towards the basket, and on the baseline, shot from underneath is no good. And I think Charlie Robin just got whistled. And Robin picks up his second personal foul. 16 fouls, both teams now, 47-28 your score. Yeah, both teams in the bonus. And 7:11 to go in the ball game. Corey Woofter quickly picks up his third and Colby's 7th team foul. At the line, Bud Valerius. Bud Valerius is 6 for 6 from the free throw line tonight. Hesitates, shots up, and off the rim and in. Off the back of the rim and falls in. 47-29 now. Second shot. Missed that one. Remains 47-29. Oakley gets the rebound but can't make the three-point play. There'll be Colby basketball. Here's Corey Woofter. Keys it in to Parker McKee. McKee's down the near sideline. Between the legs dribble. Gets around Justin Howard. Kicks it out to Dustin Piper on the left wing. Piper around the horn to Michael Sadler. Back to Parker McKee on the right wing now. Dustin Piper. Nice fake. Now down on the baseline to Justin Schwanke. Schwanke couldn't get an open shot. Kicks it back out. And Jared Johnson chasing down the rebound, almost committed the foul, but nice concentration by Jared as he stops in time. And Bud Valerius loses the ball at midcourt. Dustin Piper able to scoop it up. And he'll be fouled on the way in. I believe Bud Valerius just picked up his second personal foul. So Dustin Piper goes to the line for Colby for the first time tonight. Colby has shot one free throw in the ball game. First shot is up and count it. Colby 2 for 2 now. Michael Schmidt replaces Bud Valerius. 48-29 with 6.5 to go. And Dustin Piper still at the line. Second shot is good. Colby up by 20 now, 49-29. Here's Justin Howard. Howard driving down the near sideline. Throws up an air ball, and it's out of bounds. Colby basketball. I don't know where Howard was shooting. Timeout, Oakley. We'll be back on the ball game, folks, and Colby up by 20, 49-29. Corey Woofter will key it in under the basket, under the Oakley basket, that is, to Parker McKee. And Parker now crossing the half-court line, and Coach Perriott shouting at him to get down and set up the offense. Here's Corey Woofter now. Pass to Dustin Piper on the baseline, and Justin Howard getting up there with the big-time block. Dustin Piper, Justin Howard exchanging a few pleasantries there. Here's Dustin with the turnaround, twisting in the air pass to Parker McKee. Justin Schwanke prepares to check in for Colby. Jared Johnson underneath the basket, calling for the basketball. Oakley in the zone. Colby content to burn time off the clock as they pass around and pass it around and pass it around. And here's Jared Johnson. Shot on the baseline is up and good. And Colby's broken the 50-point mark. Jared, with only his second basket of the second half, makes it 51-29. And here's Justin Howard now on the right corner. Kicks it to Michael Schmidt. Cross-court pass to Russ Moore. Now Charlie Robin with the ball. Robin in a 2-on-1 trap. Gets it away to Schmidt. Schmidt puts a shot up, no good. And Justin Howard just took the rebound away from Corey Woofter. Turn around and put it in for two. 51-31 your score. Colby's still up by 20. 4:46 to go and the clock ticking. On the floor for Colby, Jared Johnson, Dustin Piper, Michael Sadler, Parker McKee, and Corey Woofter. Aaron Rondeau and Justin Schwanke prepare to check in. Here's Dustin Piper, almost has it stripped away, but hauls it up, and I don't know how he kept a hold of that ball, but he turned around and put it in for two. And Dustin Piper having a great second half. 53-31. Colby still on top. Here's Charlie Robin down in the left corner. Brian Williams also prepares to check in for Colby. Bud Valerius will be back in the ball game for Oakley. Jared Johnson picks up his second personal foul. 18 fouls for Colby. And Aaron Rondeau, Justin Schwanke, and Brian Williams have checked into the lineup for the Eagles. Bud Valerius checks in for Oakley, and Charlie Robin at the line. Shots in and out and back in again. And Charlie Robin. And neither team has missed a free throw tonight. No, I take that back. Valerius has missed one. Second shot, no good. Pass down the far sideline intended for Aaron Rondeau. Knocked out of bounds. It'll be Colby basketball. And checking in for Oakley, number 23, which I don't have on my roster, David Soleniki is number 23. And Soleniki will key the ball inbounds for Oakley as it goes out of bounds. Or maybe it's Solenica, I'm not sure. 53-32 your score. Michael Schmidt with a shot on the baseline for Oakley is no good. Another whistle on the play. Fouls charged to Brian Williams, his first personal. 9 team fouls now for Colby. And Michael Schmidt at the line for Oakley. Schmidt's first shot is away and no good. 53-32 your score, 3:40 to go. Here's Parker McKee. And I believe Kyle Bloom will be whistled for a foul for Oakley. As Oakley picks up their 8th team foul, and Parker McKee goes to the line. Parker making his first trip to the free throw line tonight. Shot is up, and count it. Swisheroo. He'll get another one here. Second shot. Good. Colby increases their lead to 23, 55-32, and 3.5 to go in the ball game. Here's Bud Valerius crossing midcourt now. Valerius down on the right wing, feeds Russ Moore underneath. Moore kicks it back out to Michael Schmidt. Schmidt puts up the air ball. Brian Williams gets a hand on it. I guess you can credit him with the rebound. Kicks it to Parker McKee. McKee crossing midcourt. Corey Woofter prepares to check in for Colby. There's Brian Williams back to the top of the key to Jared Johnson. Johnson tried to feed Aaron Rondeau, but pass broken up inside by Bud Valerius. And here's David Salenka as he kicks it off to Bud Valerius. Valerius puts a shot up, gets his own rebound, but doesn't have a chance to put it back up. And Brian Williams will pick up another foul. Bud Valerius at the line for Oakley. His shot is up and good. 55-33 now, and Corey Whoopter checks in for Colby. Justin Howard and Brandon Booker back in the lineup for Oakley. Valerius, second shot away. That one's good. Valerius shot makes it 55-34, and Michael Schwanke under the Colby basket puts one in. Michael Schwanke with 6 in the second half. 2.5 minutes to go, 57-34 your score. Here's Brandon Booker. Pass to Justin Howard is stripped away by Parker McKee, and McKee lays it up and no good. On the floor loose, and Corey Whoopter chases it down. Whoopter underneath the basket puts it up and in. Corey Whoopter just stayed with it until he was able to run it down. 59-34 now. 2:11 to go. Here's Brandon Booker. Booker to Michael Schmidt. To David Salenka on the right wing. And Salenka versus Aaron Rondeau drives it in and kicks it back out to Bud Valerius. Valerius slashing down the baseline. Underneath the basket, puts it up. Shot no good. Chased down by Salenka. Stripped away by Parker McKee. And McKee this time with another layup, and I believe he's going to get the charge on that one. Nope. They go against Michael Schmidt, but they pointed to McKee when he was on the floor. Couldn't believe it would be a charge, and it wasn't. Anyway, Parker's at the line. So I don't know why the official pointed at Parker, but foul goes against Michael Schmidt, his third. And Casey Adolph will check into the lineup for Colby. Parker McKee at the line still. Second shot away. This one no good. Off the front of the rim. 60-34 your score now with 1:47 to go. Justin Howard shot at the free throw line is good. 60-36 your score now. Howard with the steal from Parker McKee. And it's a one-on-one. Howard, crossover dribble, up and in. Justin Howard with 8 in the second half. Timeout on the floor. Timeout Colby. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Right here.
New Home, Viking, and White Sewing Machines. They've served Colby for over 20 years now. High Plains Printing. They're fast, efficient, and reasonably priced. No matter what your printing needs, High Plains can handle it, including color copies. Next time, see High Plains Printing in Colby. Apache Construction, located west on Highway 24. Your general construction folks, serving people throughout northwest Kansas. No job is too big or too small. Call them at 462-2566.
On the break, Bud Valerius with a 2-point basket, 60-40. In the lineup for Colby now, Brett Merriman, number 23, and Casey Adolph, as well as Aaron Rondeau, Brian Williams, Justin Schwanke, and that would be it. And Casey Adolph picks up his first personal foul. David Salenka goes to the line for Oakley. And his first shot is no good. Russ Moore will check into the lineup for the Plainsmen. Colby going to pick up their 5th win tonight. and then take a break for Christmas. Second shot from Solenka is good. 60-41, and just about 40 seconds left in the ball game. Inside shot to Casey Adolph. Shots up, no good. Oakley rebound. It'll be Plainsman basketball. Here's Justin Howard. Between the legs dribble. Drives in. Kicks it back out to number 30 on a long-range three. I mean, that thing was way out there. Brandon Booker in and out, but Jeff Kuhlman able to get the offensive rebound and the putback. Makes it 60-43. And Justin Howard picks up his third personal here with about 15 seconds to go. So Brian Williams at the line for Colby. And Williams, first shot is good. They send Aaron Rondeau back on defense at midcourt. Williams' second shot is no good. Oakley rebound, Brandon Booker. Here's Russ Moore. Stripped away by Justin Schwanke, and it's Colby basketball. Here's Brian Williams. He's driving down and has it knocked out of bounds by Justin Howard. Colby basketball. Brian Williams wondering what to do. He's only got 0.4 of a second. Won't have time to do much. Keys it in to Aaron Rondeau. Rondeau with a shot at the buzzer. No good. Your final score, 61-43. And we'll be back after this 2-minute timeout for a halftime scoring recap and your J.J. Oil post-game show right here on 100.3 KQLS.
Sponsors for this broadcast include First National Bank, featuring 24-hour banking, and Internet banking. First National Bank, where the employees are the owners. Member FDIC. Carousel Beauty Salon, located just north of the bowling alley. See them for complete family hair care. Walk-ins or by appointment. Call 462-2651. Colby Bowl, a great place for family entertainment. Join a league, play some pool, or take